Stop scrolling. If you're still copy pasting data between spreadsheets by hand in 2026, this next 10 minutes is going to save you dozens of hours a month. I'm going to show you a tool that turns Excel and Google Sheets into something closer to a personal AI assistant. One that cleans your data, writes your reports, pulls information out of messy PDFs, and even builds content for you. All from a simple English sentence typed into a sidebar. No formulas, no scripts, no hiring a VA to do repetitive busy work. This is my full review of SheetXAI, what it actually does, where it shines, where it falls short, and whether the lifetime deal is worth grabbing right now. I've linked it down in the description and pinned it in the first comment so you don't have to go hunting for it. Before we get into it, if you're new here, do me a favor and hit follow on the page and subscribe to the channel. I break down tools like this every week, testing them properly instead of just reading you the sales page, so you know exactly what you're getting before you spend $1. Let's start with the core idea. SheetXAI is an AI add-on that installs directly into Google Sheets and Excel. Once it's open, you get a chat panel sitting right next to your spreadsheet. You type what you want done in plain English, something like remove duplicate rows based on email, or split this full name column into first and last name, and it just does it. No VLOOKUP, no regex, no googling a formula at 11 PM because your boss wants a report by morning. What makes this different from just asking a general chatbot to write you a formula is that SheetXAI is actually acting inside your sheet. It reads your data, understands the structure, and executes multi-step operations directly on the cells. Cleaning data, fixing formatting, removing blanks, splitting columns, generating charts, finding and merging duplicate contacts. You're not copying an answer and pasting it in. It's doing the work live in front of you. One of the features that genuinely surprised me is document to spreadsheet conversion. You can upload a PDF, a photo, a handwritten form, an invoice, or a receipt, and it will extract the key information straight into organized rows and columns. Think about what that means for someone processing expense reports, digitizing client intake forms, converting contracts into trackable data, or organizing research materials that used to live in a folder of scanned documents. That's normally either manual data entry or a separate OCR tool. Here it's built in. Then there's content generation at scale, and this is where it starts to feel less like a spreadsheet tool and more like a production engine. You can generate marketing copy, research summaries, and media assets row by row. It can create custom images, video, and audio for every single row of data you have. So if you're running a business where you need 50 product descriptions, or 100 personalized outreach messages, or unique visuals for a catalog, you set it up once and let it run down the whole column. And it's not locked into one AI provider. It gives you access to over 200 AI models depending on the plan, plus a gateway that lets you tap into models like GPT, Claude, Gemini, DeepSeek, Grok, and more through a single setup. So you're not stuck if one model isn't giving you the output quality you want for a specific task. The integrations are where this starts to look like a lightweight automation platform rather than a plain spreadsheet plug. It connects with over 500 apps: HubSpot, Google Analytics, WooCommerce, WordPress, Instantly, Apollo, Hunter, Lucia, and plenty more. So if you're in sales or marketing, you can verify emails, enrich lead lists, and even launch outreach campaigns without ever leaving your spreadsheet. There's also a recent update that added background processing, meaning you can kick off a task, close the tool completely, and it keeps running and finishes on its own. You even get an email when it's done. That's a big deal if you ever had a tool freeze up or time out on a big batch job. Now let's talk about who this is actually built for. Based on what it's designed to do, it fits freelancers, marketing agencies, and small businesses best. Basically anyone doing repetitive spreadsheet work that eats hours every week. Data cleanup, lead enrichment, content production, report generation, document digitization. If your spreadsheet work is simple, a few formulas here and there, you probably don't need this. But if you're the person who dreads opening a sheet because you know what's coming, this changes that experience completely. Let's be fair and talk about the downsides too, because no tool is perfect. Some users have reported a learning curve with the more advanced features, especially around integrations and custom commands. It's not always obvious what's possible until you dig in. The Excel version has had some rough edges historically, with cell editing issues that the team has been actively patching. So if you're an Excel first user, expect Google Sheets to be the more polished experience for now. And depending on which plan you choose, some usage runs on your own API key or on credits. So it's worth understanding the plan structure before you buy, so you don't get caught off guard later. On setup, it installs as an add-on inside Google Sheets, and as a separate add-on for Excel. You connect your preferred AI models or bring your own API key depending on the tier, and you're up and running in a few minutes. No coding knowledge needed at any point, which is really the whole promise of the tool. As for pricing, this is currently running as a one-time payment for lifetime access rather than a monthly subscription, which is a big deal if you're used to paying $20 or $30 a month forever for tools like this. There are multiple tiers depending on how many licenses you need and which advanced features you want unlocked, like bulk video and audio generation. I'll leave the exact pricing and what's included in each tier in the description, because deals like this tend to shift, and I want you looking at the current numbers, not what I'm quoting today. So is it worth it? If you're spending real hours every week on spreadsheet cleanup, lead research, content creation, or turning messy documents into usable data, this pays for itself extremely fast, especially at a one-time price instead of a subscription. If your spreadsheet needs are light, you might not use enough of it to justify the purchase, and that's okay too, just being honest with you. If you want me to actually walk through the setup, show you real prompts, and build out a working automation from scratch inside the live spreadsheet, drop a comment down below saying tutorial, and I'll put together a full step-by-step video on it. And before you go, follow the page and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that tutorial or any of the other tools I'm testing next. The link to grab this one is in the description and pinned in the first comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.